All right, I think I'm here. Sorry. Okay, what am I doing? I'm so confused. Ain't my camera right today. I think it just doesn't like me. That's all right. Oh no! My paper towels have fallen away. Hey, thanks, Euchre. And welcome. Hello, how are you? Thanks for the 10s. Why are we at my place today? I don't even know why. Oh, I gotta fix my camera for when you raise your hand. I had it zoomed out all the way. There. Do I know? Yeah. Okay, let me fix this quickly. Try to adjust it a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good there. Hey, big child. Come on, Euchre. Let's get it going. Hey.
Hey. Hi. Oh, my echo. So.
Holy
Yeah.
reverb.
Yeah. Hi. So, how's the second day of the year?
It's all right. It's better now.
Hey.
Now that you're here.
How's the dog? Is the dog okay again?
Yeah, I think so. She's been sleeping a lot, so I think she's trying to sleep off being sick, which is a good idea. I don't like to be conscious when I'm when I don't feel good.
So we can go on with the bottle.
Yeah, the doggy got sick, big child. It sucked. It was no fun at all. She spent all New Year's night throwing up everywhere. Hey, Ella. And she kept me up all night. And so New Year's Day, I did absolutely nothing.
Hi, Ella.
But lay in bed all day. Because I spent all night cleaning up after that dog.
Oh,
and every time I put her outside, I was like, why don't we go outside and vomit? She was like, oh, hell no. Let me in. Let me in. So I'd let her in, and then she'd come inside and throw up. So I guess you just want to be sick where you're most comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's okay, too. So that's what happened to the dog. Everything is fine. Everything is good. Everything is grand. We're here. We're together. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I might just paint over it since we didn't get our New Year's piece done. But we'll see what happens with it. I'm going to see if I can mess it up a little bit, maybe. I got some tiny brushes up here somewhere. How was your day? How was your evening?
Who? Mine?
You.
Yeah, I practiced. And, yeah, did not much more from practicing, buying some stuff to eat. Not the healthy. Oh, I was so impressed about your photo with the healthy stuff. Oh my gosh, I should really join to this project. Thanks, Ella.
It's so much healthy stuff, too.
She sent me a photo with only healthy stuff. And reflex-wise, I had to light up a cigarette when I saw that because I was so overwhelmed by the sight of these only healthy things. So, I should do that too. It is a nice idea. And my bad food, especially in winter, that's really bad because I don't move so much as I do usually in springtime and summer. So when the weather is good, and the worst vacations, healthy-wise, are the winter vacations because I move almost nothing, not at all, but I eat unhealthy stuff, and even drink the alcohol my students gave me as Christmas presents, which is a whole bunch because I have 60 students. And as a male teacher, you always get alcohol. So the female get pralines and soap. They told me they get a whole bunch of soap and bath ingredients. Is that the word?
Nice.
So but the male ones get a whole bunch of alcohol. So I get a whole bunch of bottles.
The most healthy thing on the table is a can of salty peanuts.
And that's healthy. Oh.
I bought so much vegetables at the farmer's market today, and at the store as well. But I don't know. I don't even know what I buy. Bananas and 2 kinds of oranges and apples and rambutans and. Yeah.
Rambutans? What is that?
A rambutan? It's that fuzzy red thing that's in the picture. A rambutan.
Okay.
I got them at the Asian market. I had them when I went to Thailand, and they're really good.
That was the only thing I never saw before. When I had a look on the picture, I thought, what is that? I never saw that.
It would be
Rambutans.
rambutan, and they're
Big
very
child,
good.
you know that what that is in German, I guess, because you always know everything. So impress me
I don't know
again.
if there's any word because I don't think anybody knows it. Really, it's like lychee or lychee.
Yeah, lychee, that is quite common in Germany too. I know. That's
So
the same word by the way.
Okay,
Lychee.
same word. Okay, a lychee is like a rambutan is like a lychee, but it's got these weird little hair things that come off of it. So, but they're really similar in taste.
I don't. The lychee thing is kind of strange because it's so slimy. You know, I don't. I'm told. I'm always not really decided if I like it or if I think it is disgusting. I cannot decide it.
I like rambutan better because they're firmer. It's more like a grape, I guess.
Rambutan.
Rambutan.
Okay, let's see if Google knows it.
And that's not how you spell it either. So if you're going by Ella's spelling, it is not the correct spelling.
Give me something in German. Rambutan. That is a word I never heard in German either. So. Interesting, but it gives an explanation. A red plum-sized tropical fruit with soft spines and a slightly acidic taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, rambutan. It is spelled with an A, not with an O. Rambutan. So Google understood what was meant. Also, okay, big child. Yeah, that is like as it looks like on Muriel's photo, exactly. But I never ever saw that in Germany. Did you see that in Germany, big child? In the supermarket or wherever, I never ever. I think I would have recognized that if I would ever saw this.
They're pretty small. I might overlook them, but they're not very common. And I was so excited when I found them here for the, first time since 20 years I'd seen this fruit. I was like, I want it. And I bought a whole bunch of them, and then I couldn't eat them all. So now I only know to buy a small handful, and then that's enough. I'm here. I'm good. I'm here. I'm good. And my whole house is packed full of vegetables and fruits. So, way to start off the new year.
Hi, Collisionaire.
Hey, Collisionaire. Maybe he's heard of him before.
Rambutan. We are just talking about rambutan, a strange fruit which I never saw before in my life.
Maybe I should mute myself and just go get one, because they are really funky looking.
Yeah, you could show one in the camera if you have them in reach.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll go get them.
Oh, collision, I don't know them. Muriel said it tastes like lychee. Only the outside with the hairy outside is different. The lychees are in Germany quite common too, and have the same name, lychee. And I had them sometimes, but not the rambutan thing. It's so hairy.
Yeah, I had them in Thailand. Are you there? I can't hear anything.
I am here.
Oh, okay. There you are.
I'm totally here. Oh, nice. It definitely does not look like something to eat, but it looks nice.
They're really soft. So the spines on them are soft.
Yeah, it looks like some don't know, toy for children, something.
It does look like a toy.
Teddy bear or so. You could combine 3 of them and then you make a teddy bear.
Let's see. Get it open with my thumbnail. Freaky. Someone got brave to try eating one of those. I think this one's super. I'm sure that they're not really in season. I'm sure. But you open it up.
Oh.
What?
I'm pretty sure that I don't want to hear the noise when Muriel is eating that thing.
I'm just gonna open it. I'm not gonna
eat it. It looks like it looks like lychee. Yeah, and it has in the middle what was the name? No, what is the name?
Yes.
So it has something which you cannot eat in the middle.
Cherimoya tastes so good, but I get so confused eating that thing. There's so many seeds.
What? The cherry
Cherimoya.
Cherimoya. Never heard about that.
But it's like a grape. It's like a big giant grape, sort of peeled grape. See, it's not it crunched.
Look up the cherimoya. Tropical American fruit with a flavor of like pineapple and scaly green skin. Okay, so what does Wikipedia show me?
Dear camera, I hate you today.
Okay, no, never saw that. Oh, they even don't have a German entry in Wikipedia for the cherimoya. Interesting. No, they have one. Sorry, I'm already in. I thought that was the English one. So it's the same word then, cherimoya. Oh, the outside does not look delicious, and oh no, inside neither. I don't like the consistency of no, that's nothing for me. So.
I got oranges too, so normal apples and oranges as well. So don't freak out too much either. But I got me a couple of rambutan.
What? Sorry, I did not get the last.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing important.
Are they especially healthy, these hairy rambutan thing? Do they have something special why I should buy one too? No? Okay.
I mean, it's just a fruit.
Okay. So I could do
the same thing with a very
mandarin.
large grape.
Or mandarin.
Or you can eat them. Yeah, it's sweet and they're good.
A mandarin.
I like them. I think that it's a little bit of nostalgia too, because I ate a lot of rambutan because I was not very adventurous in my eating when I was in Thailand because I didn't want anything spicy or weird or crazy, and so I probably missed out on a whole lot of good stuff. But I ate a lot of fruit. But I never, ever, ever did go as far as to try the dreaded durian. I've never done that. At all the hotels in Thailand, they had the picture of this big spiky fruit with a line through it. No durian. You couldn't even bring them on the property. Fun stuff. Are you ready, Euchre?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm always ready. So here starts the work. I play a new one. Always risky. And that one is called Diferencia sobre Gardamelas Vacas, which means guard the cows. It's great, somehow great title. So that's from the 16th century, and probably that was a folk song, which is not known anymore. And so the thing are variations about this tune by Luis de Narvaez. Here we go. So that's music from the Renaissance, from the 16th century, this time from Spain. I played a whole bunch of music from England from this time. But Spain is new. And the next one is also a relatively new one. I used to play that in very, very, very much decades ago on a guitar. And I refined that to be nice to play it on a guitarlele. And that's by a Spanish composer Alonso Mudara, 16th century, and that is called Fantasia. Nice one, but hard to play. Don't kill me. So that was music from Spain from the early 16th century by Alonso Mudara called Fantasia. And that is, it's noticed there in the score that it is an attempt to imitate the way a famous harp player in this time used to play the harp. And it's originally composed for the lute or for the vihuela, which is an instrument with the shape of like a guitar, but sounds still like more than like a lute than a guitar. So that was the background information, just in case that is interesting. Maybe it is not. And I play music by John Dowland. That's still my favorite Renaissance composer, famous lute player in England, 16th and 17th century, Mr. Winter's Jump. Bye, Ella. See you later. Or tomorrow. So that was My Lord Willoughby's Welcome Home by John Dowland. Music from the Renaissance. And John Dowland was a famous lute player in the time of Queen Elizabeth the first, I guess. Hi, Italiana. Thanks for becoming a fan. And one more, or even more than one, by John Dowland. The next one is called Mr. Dowland's Midnight. So originally all things are composed, of course, for the lute and not for a guitar or for a guitarlille, which is an instrument like that. And the guitarlille sounds a little bit more than a lute, more like a lute than a classical guitar does. So I said that so often that meantime I have to concentrate. Just don't say it wrong. So here we go again with Mr. Dowland's Midnight. And the next one is called, and it sounds like that, Complaint. Very sad song, still from John Dowland. So, Renaissance music from England, played on a guitar lily and on a platform like YouNow. That's a challenge. I love challenges. So here we go. Muffy, hello. Nice evening for you too. And welcome. Hope you had a nice second day of the year 2019. And may a whole bunch of nice days follow. Thanks for inviting your fans. Well, it's just painting a firework coming out of the bottle. That's a nice idea, by the way. Or is that the back? Should that be the background behind the bottle? At my end, it looks like it's the firework, and that is really great. Come out.
Yeah, we're gonna make some red ones and some gold ones here pretty soon. More colors of fireworks. Hey, Mafi. That's an interesting color, red.
So how is your energy in this season? Do you feel that too? The lack of sunshine and the cold outside and so. I mean you, Muriel.
Yeah, I am.
Thanks,
definitely. I'm feeling a little something right now.
You're sounding tired. I'm tired. I can hear something in your voice. I don't know what it is. If it's the tiredness of the season, or the being bored of UglyUker, or
definitely not bored of UglyUker. I'm so happy to be here with you today.
I always want to hear that. I cannot hear that enough. So from time to time, I have to make a remark like that, so that you know. I'm so happy because it's nice.
I need my Uker.
But you're tired. That's true.
I'm not tired. I'm a little bit stressed this week, and I have had a lot of things happening that are happening, and I'll tell you about it later, but not right now.
Okay, so other, not only the things you told me, but other things.
What
serious
things did I tell you? What things did I tell you? About the...
Yeah.
Doesn't
No.
matter.
Huh?
Doesn't matter. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Some of these pieces requires an lower tuned third string. That's the reason why I'm always fumbling around on the tuning. And the other reason is that these instruments, the guitar-lele instruments, are always out of tune for reasons I don't know. So the next one is John Dowland again, and it's simply called English Dance. So still music by John Dowland. I have so much from him. Meanwhile, I really hope that this does not get too boring for the audience. Maybe I should combine that from time to time with other music. One last by John Dowland that is called "Go From My Window." So one very last from this very old time. Or should I play more? I still have more than from this time. Okay. But I don't want to bore you too much. So I play one more and then I change to something different. And that's an Ammo by Robert Johnson. One of my favorite songs from the Renaissance. Hi, Measure Rocks. Thanks for inviting your fans. And that was music from the Renaissance, played on a guitar lily. And I go on with music from... What should I play? I could go to the Baroque time, but that will still be very old music, and I don't know if I should play too much old music, or if that is too boring for people. It's so much fun to play it, but I always am not totally sure about how nice it is to listen. So I play more
I'm enjoying
modern style
listening
one.
to it, if it makes any difference.
Thanks. But there are not so many people in, so maybe other people don't enjoy that. I don't know. So I play a newer style, just to have something different too. Hi Corinna, welcome to the second day of the new year, and I play Turnaround. No, people, so people don't say that. People simply leave them when it's too boring. So, and that is not a thing that I'm fishing for compliments or something. That I'm really totally unsure about how it is to hear 30 minutes of Renaissance music, which is very, very old music. And if you as a player, I go so deep in this that I have for me, it's a lot of fun, but I totally don't know how that can be for. I even don't know how it would be for me if I only would have to listen to it. You know what I mean? So maybe that's boring. I don't know. So the next is from the time of the classic, time of Beethoven. But this composer is called Mauro Giuliani, lived in the same time as Beethoven, and it's the concert etude in A minor. Yeah, these are nice words. Big child. I tried to do that. And I play. What should I play next? What should I play next? One more from Mauro Giuliani, and that one is a Capriccio. So let's go to the real ukulele, which has 4 strings and not 6, and has to be tuned correctly too. Sorry. And I start. Okay. Oh. Or we talk a little bit, right? You could say. So thank you, and with your real voice, with your lovely real voice, and we could have a chat if you want.
We could. Hey,
like as you want.
Bill.
Decide yourself.
You want to have a chat? We can have a chat. We just can't have a
If
too
you
long
want
of a
to.
chat because I don't want my paint to dry out.
Because what?
I don't want my paint.
Would you prefer to go on with the painting now? Then we could have the chat later.
No, put some water on. There, we're good. We're good for about 10 minutes.
Oh, the Muffy Moose. And that did not come out of the box for a whole bunch of time. Thanks for the reminder. Because that might not be healthy for the moose not to come out. Happy New Year, everybody.
You and your moose.
I hope everybody has a nice year.
Happy New Year, moose. Muffy moose.
I'm Muffy the Moose.
So
How are you? And I like to bite in microphones.
He does like to do that.
Huh?
He does like to do that. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, it makes a nice noise. I love that.
What? How are you by?
Huh? How are you by? What? How are you by? I think you mean how is Muffy the Moose feeling when living at Ugly? Was that a question? How are you by Ugly? And the bye is written like a bye-bye, so Ugly is ever. I know what you mean. So yeah, of course I'm always nice. At least to fabric pets. Is that the English word for? Is fabric pets an English word? No.
No.
So pets made of fabric. So what? How is the English word for that?
Well, what you have, I think, would be called a puppet. But
Puppet. Okay.
Stuffed animals.
Stuffed animal. Okay. Yeah, puppets in Germany. Okay, so if you, I guess Google would translate it as with Puppe, and that is in Germany only the ones who are similar to human beings. So the dolls. Yeah, dolls is the English word. Dolls is are the toys which has a human shape, right? Oh yeah, nice, another moose. Plush animals. If it's Maria, is that the right word? Plush or a plush? I don't know how to spell that in English. Plush animals.
Plush.
Plush. Is that an expression for these things? Plush animals or?
I can. That's I think more or less referring to the material. If it's if it's plush, but mostly that'd be stuffed
You don't
animals.
stuffed animals. Okay. In Germany, that is a word-wise translated from the German word. It is, we say Plüschtiere, which is plush animals. Yeah, Muriel has a moose too.
Yeah,
Surprise, surprise. Everybody should have
Alaskan
a
with a
moose.
moose? What?
Everybody should have a ukulele and a ukulele and a moose. That's
Oh,
the
I
new
have a
plan.
ukulele and a moose. I'm
Yeah,
in.
so we are the pioneers. So we make the whole world have mooses and ukuleles. That's a nice idea.
These horns don't like to stand
So,
up.
I have a short break and I'm back in 2 minutes. I have to look for if I have some Coke in the refrigerator. I hope I have, because I need one.
It's all going to be juice for me. I'm going to pull out my juicer tomorrow. I don't know. Does he have a name? Probably not. It's old. No. I guess this would be a boy moose because he's got some big antlers. Our bull moose. His name is Marielle Moose? No. Maybe he'll be Mini Moose. Because Euchre's got a big moose. Maybe he'll be Mini Moose. Did I? If I didn't like it, I didn't see it. That would be for certain. Hey, look! I love your ants. Yeah, we got a whole series of them. Dang. That's a great big child. Thank you. No, I hadn't seen him yet. I've been out all day buying vegetables and fruits for the new year. You know, gotta start it off healthy. At least I tried.
New big child paintings. I have to look.
Yes, there's a whole series of them and they're great.
Oh, I missed a lot of them. Or are they? Okay, that's a series. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, got it. But I missed some more too. How could that happen? Oh! So many which I did not see. The one with Loki is great, by the way. I saw that before already. But just to remember that is special.
It's really funny because you know ants like power boxes. That's what stopped my cooling this summer. I had a whole colony of ants living in the air conditioner switch in the motherboard. It was really awful. Give me the creeps.
who knows? That reminds me. Oh, again, I forgot to order the mug. Oh no!
But I like 4
Oh!
Oh, Euchre.
Yeah, but, because first it was a holiday, then I thought, oh, it makes no sense to make it. Oh, and then shit. Okay, I have to think how to do. No, because the next vacation will only be in 8 weeks.
Oh, no.
Yes,
No.
it's for Carnival. Carnival is in the beginning of March, so I think it's in 8 or 7 weeks. That's a long time, by the way. And I think there is no single free day, no holiday in this time. That will be really long, because then the winter still is totally on, and with the normal lack of energy, and then 8 weeks. So I really should not complain about that when real working people are around who have so less vacation than I have. So I stop complaining. My what? My monk is very sleepy.
Your
What
Buddha.
is that? Huh?
He's
The
talking
Buddha,
about
yeah.
your Buddha.
Okay, yeah, got it. I just thought about if there are 2 letters missing, and he meant a monkey. Okay. Yeah, it's always sleepy, but in a nice way. I love the way how he's sleepy. Murphy ist sleepy too. Merkst du auch das Wetter irgendwie und die Jahreszeit? Macht das alle Leute schläfrig, oder bin das nur ich? Ich werde so um die Jahreszeit so dermaßen träge, vor allem nach Weihnachten. Das ist unfassbar, wie träge ich da. Das ist jedes Jahr das Gleiche. So we're just talking about the season tiredness.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to spring already. I think I need some sunshine.
I sleep so much. Muffy just said I simply sleep too less. I sleep so much during these days, but that does not help at all. I should make a winter sleep though. I'm like a beer. I should have a nice warm. What's the English word for that? Oh, well, what's the house of a beer is a.
And the house of a bear is a den.
Yeah. My English is so bad. I hate that. Cave. Oh. Okay, I should have known that. So. I should live in November in a cave and sleep the whole time until February. That would be perfect for me. Or maybe I sleep too. The other thing is, maybe I should force myself not to sleep so much. Maybe that would be better for my energy to set an alarm clock in winter. Maybe that would be better. I should try that out. But I'm so totally not in the mood to do it. Oh, Muffy, mir graust's jetzt schon. Aber versuch's mal. So, Muffy asked if it is allowed to make a diagnosis for my whatever, for my beer behavior. Ja, du kannst es machen, aber es muss chronisch sein, denn ich habe das schon seit Jahrzehnten, also eigentlich immer schon, solange ich mich zurückerinnern kann, bin ich im Winter schlapp. Außer in der Zeit, wo ich noch Ski gefahren bin. Da bin ich dann plötzlich wahnsinnig munter geworden. Also so, ja, das habe ich so gemacht, bis ich 17, 18 war. Dann wurde mir das mit den Fingern so riskant und dann habe ich es leider bleiben lassen. Ja, aber jetzt bin ich auf die Diagnose gespannt. Ja, genau. Ja, das sag ich ja. Genau, das habe ich gerade auf Englisch gesagt. Ich bin ein Winterschlafbär eigentlich. Beritis. Ich habe die Winterschlafitis. Beritis. Yeah, maybe I should have more. Yeah, that's another thing. In my apartment is dark. Indeed, it is really because I have. It's going to the south, and in the summertime it is very, very bright here in the room, and for that I did not care too much about having enough light, electric light here. And in the winter I always regret that, but I'm too lazy to buy more lights. And I have one. I have a daylight. A nice person once made me a nice gift, which is a daylight lamp. I should use that more. Why don't I do? Why don't I? I don't know. Yeah, winter sleep is the thing for me.
You want to hibernate like a bear.
Yeah, I should use it. That's true. I should use it. But I think I'm even too lazy to use it. It's so strange. I used it only one single time this season. And it's a nice daylight lamp. It's very, and I always feel better when okay, tomorrow I will use it. By the way, Truthcorp, does he have already the red crown? The golden, not
No.
crown, cam.
Yes, 5,000 first.
No, what?
Yeah.
What?
That's their thing.
Yeah, but this time in the contest they did not say the.
Yeah, they did.
They did? Did
yes,
they?
They did.
Oh. How much do we have already?
4,100, I think, almost.
41.
4,100. So he needs.
Oh no!
He'll get it quick. He'll get it in less than a month. Because he'll have editor's choice. So all those level 1s and stuff.
Yeah, but why do? But I totally don't. I don't understand this strategy of this. Why do they insist on these 5,000 for only the American ones? Because the Arabic ones and the German and also the German broadcasters have much less than 4K and get the partnership anyway. So what kind of thing is that? Because the amount of real supporters does not depend so much on the fan number.
So our other friend is having a problem. So we have to say hello. Berglund! What? Thank you for watching on YouTube.
What?
Berglund's watching on YouTube. Hi, Berglund.
How can you see that?
I didn't see it. He just sent me a message on Instagram that says, I can't open YouNow. It doesn't work.
Okay. Hi, Berglund. Picture just that, by the way, they should partner at 5K fans or 10K blocked people. Truthcorp would already have his golden camera. That's true. What the thing on the right? So, if you mean this thing, that is a Buddha, and I always have that in the view when I'm not playing music, but simply talk.
Yeah, we're having our babbling portion of the stream, which is fine. It's all good. Fix it. There, all done. That feels better already. So I tried to tell Berglund I can't see his comments on YouTube, but we'd say hello.
Why can't he open YouNow? What is that?
I don't know, he said YouNow does not work. Yeah. I don't have any German, and he doesn't have very much English. Thank you. We're gonna work on this a little bit more when we have some. We'll get back to it shortly, but yeah, he doesn't have. I don't have any German, so it's worthless to ask me for me to ask him to explain it. I don't know. He just says it doesn't work.
So I feel a little bit embarrassed because I congratulated TruthCrab for his golden camera.
Well, that's okay, because he's going to get his golden camera. So
yeah, but
it's a win. A win's a win. It's fine, Euchre. It's all good. We'll put another one right there.
What do we do?
We make another firework, and then I'm going to do... I have some ideas for this, for the bottle. I drew out some stuff on some paper. So I'm going to see... We're going to see if it works. I don't know. I don't know if it'll work yet, but... We'll see. Ready? Ready. Go.
Okay, so let's play a little bit and make some art and have some music. So I have to reset my volume settings. Oh shit, that was a mistake. Sorry, I just need a second. I made a mistake. Okay, now it should. Berglin!
Brooklyn!
So what was the problem with you now?
We're having the Sean problem.
Huh?
We're having the Sean problem.
Sean he had the same.
Yeah. It's doing that thing where we're not shown in the friends streaming.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. You're also not showing for me. You're not in my friends live list. Is that normal when I never saw? Is it normal when I'm in the guest that I don't see you in the live list? I only see Jack in the Green right now. That is strange.
No, it's totally not normal. I always see.
Yeah, and see no one else, and probably there are much more online right now. But the only one I can see is Jack in the Green. And that's the only live broadcaster I can see in my friends list now. Ja, das ist wirklich komisch. Ich habe gerade gesagt, ich kann nur Jack in the Green sehen in meiner Freundeliste. Ich sehe auch nicht Muriel und auch sonst überhaupt keinen. In der Watching-List, also was meine Freunde angucken, das sehe ich. Also ich kann jetzt noch sehen, Berglin schaut Muriel Alaska und Corinna und Big Child, die sind alle gelistet, aber in der Live-Liste ist echt jetzt nur, das ist echt komisch, Jack in the Green. Wenn es jetzt gar keiner wäre, würde ich sagen, das ist ein allgemeiner Bug, aber dass jetzt ausgerechnet einer doch gezeigt wird, das verstehe ich jetzt wiederum null. Ja, komisch.
Okay. Sorry.
Good night, Berglin. Good night.
Good night, Berglin.
Well, Berglin just said that he also can see Jack in the Green. And Probably also only checking the screen. I don't know how that is. Whom can you see, Muriel, in the friends live list?
Let's see. I can see. Let me move my camera settings out of the way. I can see Jack in the Green. I can see Tricky and Billy.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's see. I just see that I have German as a setting. I don't know if I can change it. Can I change it? No, I cannot change it while broadcasting. Maybe it's because we have maybe Berkeley has his language, his country chosen as German too. And usually I have worldwide. I don't know why I have German today, and maybe that's the reason why I only can see German broadcasters.
Well,
could that be?
We could try to reload the broadcast. I mean, that usually works for Sean, and then I show up, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know.
Yeah, but maybe it's only for
the in the friends live list. Thanks for the heart, Berglund.
So if Big Child is still here, just in case you're still here, Big Child, you could check that out for us. If when you change your country setting to German, if you still can see us in the friends list.
That's what I thought too. Sorry, Tanks.
The region setting filters the chat. What in which way? That's interesting. In which way do you do the region setting? I cannot see chat messages in Arabic. Okay, that's interesting. Really? Yeah, the setting for the language or the setting for the region? Because I have two here. I don't know if you're on the phone or on the desktop. You're always PC, I think. So, and I could have the language setting for which is English right now, and I have an country setting, and that's for some reason that's German and not worldwide as usual. Usually I have worldwide.
Oh my goodness. Let me go see what Tank's on about. I'll be right back.
Okay, I play in the meantime. Okay, interesting. Yes, I did not know. So that means you cannot. That is strange. So if someone would type something in Arabic right now in the chat, I would not be able to see that. Now I have Brent Morgan, by the way, in the friends list too. So maybe that was not the explanation. I don't know. Sorry. That was a milonga by Juan Buscalia.
I love that one. Love it. And I never remember the name of it.
The next, sorry?
And I never remember the name of it, but I love it.
So milonga is it's a dance like it is somehow related to tango, but sometimes much slower. And the next one is a dance too. It's a rumba by Stepan Rock. So, sorry. That was a Nocturno by Karl Henze. Thanks, Muffy. And I think I play 1 or 3 more, and then it would be time to leave because it's midnight, and we want to stream tomorrow for maybe a longer if Muriel is still up for that.
Yes, please.
Oh, again we have almost 2 hours. Did I say we stream for 1 hour? No, I thought that. I did not say that.
Time flies at YouNow.
Yeah, the YouNow time hurries fast. So that one is by Yeruma, originally composed for the piano, and it's an arrangement by Austrian fingerstyle guitar player Michael Langer. And it's quite a nice one. River Flows in You. Hi, hello Tata Major. Happy New Year to you, for you too, and for everybody. By the way, who's here and did not hear me say Happy New Year already. I said it 100 times in the last days that you know. Happy New Year, everybody. It's the second day of the new year, so it is still a brand new year, and I hope it will be a good one for everybody. So that should have been music by Raul Borges, but it was arranged with a whole bunch of ugly mistakes by me. So sorry. In the middle, I forgot that I had tuned the sixth string down, which is required for that one. And then the notes are on a different place, of course, and you know, shit happens. And it happened. So I play one last, and then I could leave or have a chat if Muriel still wants to chat, and if she still have to paint some. And that is Virginia Brazilian folk song. Oops. Sorry for the noise. So, Michelle, how much work is it on the fireworks? Do we continue tomorrow, or do you finish it today?
No, I'll finish it tomorrow. I think I might put one more down here. More little something. And I'm working on the bottle design right now with the pencil. I have ideas. Because I want to make this bottle situation pop a little bit. So, that's what I will do. Sorry if I'm low. I'll try to speak up. I had to turn my mic down a little bit. There's noise. But hopefully it won't bother you. Or anyone else. I can't believe it's after midnight for you already.
What was your fear that you are too loud now?
No, I said I might be too soft.
Yeah,
So I'm trying to speak up.
Now it's really perfect. Right now.
Good.
Yeah, I love the word bottle situation too. That made me laugh too. I have to do something with the bottle situation. Nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
Now I'm totally going to be self-conscious of that, but it won't stop me from saying it, I'm sure. I always have some sort of situation. I have a dragonfly situation that we still got to work on as well. I got to pull that back out.
And bottle situation is nice because it can have so many different meanings. Oh, that's funny. So, what are your plans for tomorrow? What do you have to do tomorrow, except streaming with me?
Streaming with you is my only concern for tomorrow, which is nice. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I got to break out my juicer and make a couple of days worth of juice. So I'm excited about that.
A juicer, that is a thing where you can put fruits in and juice come out at the other end, or
yes.
Is that a juicer?
Mm-hmm. So I have carrots and apples and celery and cucumbers and kale and all sorts of stuff. Just gonna shove it all in there.
Okay.
But you can't make too much at a time because it goes bad really fast. So you can only make a day or two. And I hate cleaning the juicer, so I usually make 2 days at least.
So how many bottles? So what will be the juice bottle situation in your place then? How many bottles will you make?
Probably 4.
Only 4.
Probably 4. That's enough for 2 or 3 days. It'd be my lunch. I have some fresh vegetable and fruit juice. I like to mix it all together anyway. Oh, I got some fresh ginger too. I'm going to put some ginger in there. Make it a little spicy. And I have turmeric I can go dig up out of the garden. With vodka? No vodka. Only if you're going to come over and do a dual stream with me. We'll get an extra chair. We'll have 2 hands, 2 sets of hands. And we'll paint 1 canvas. How's that?
Is that planned for today?
No, I'm inviting Amy.
Yeah, I understood that. So will that happen tonight or
no, she
because
just
I
got
don't
home
want to
from
miss
work.
that.
No, we'll see what she says. She may not even want to do it. She'll be like, no, thank you. That's pressure.
But it's fun.
There's no pressure. You should have seen the mess Kyrie and I made. We made a mess. It was hilarious, but we had so much fun. Actually, I took that canvas over to Jeannie's and I poured over it.
Thanks, Muffy.
Thank you, Muffy.
Especially thanks for still being here.
Yes, thanks for hanging out with us. It's always nice to have you around, Muffy. Muffy the moose. Muffy moose.
Yeah, the moose situation.
The moose situation.
We have a moose situation here.
Your microphone eating moose. He likes to graze on the Arduino. Good night, Muffy.
So, I think I have to leave.
Okay.
Good night, Muffy. Good night, everybody. I am a German moose.
Zippy!
Hi, Zippy. Hello, Zippy. Okay, thanks for all. So, good night to all women, painters, musicians, and all Moose and Buddha.
Oh, that's a lot of goodbyes. Good night, Muffy. We'll
Good night, Muffy.
Hopefully tomorrow. Amy, hope to see you soon too.
Good. Collisionaire is live, by the way, and
Perfect.
Brent Morgan, just in case someone will want to hear musicians right now.
I will go
after
to
we left.
Collisionaire.
Yeah.
I think for a little while. But
So,
thanks for all the
bye-bye.
music, Uker.
Maybe see you tomorrow again. Thanks for having me, Muriel. It's
Thank you
always
for
nice.
being with me today. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Mwah.
Schlaf gut, Muffy. Und sei nett zu deinen Patienten. Und bis morgen.
Read together. Good night. 1, 2, 3.